Good morning, everyone. It's the 17th of December, 2025. Here's the Kiltz Health team, minus our guest. We're waiting. Please put in the chat where you're watching from. I'm in Central Florida.
And I'm in, where am I? Syracuse, New York.
For a few hours.
Yeah, I'm flying to Austin to do an interview with Lauren Bostic.
Yeah.
It's called the
Skinny Confidential
podcast. So I'm excited about that. What are we going to talk about? What's Kiltz going to talk about?
I think you're going to talk about the gut microbiome. That's what I think you're going to talk about.
Well, okay. Again, it's like any place else. If there's too much or too little, it's not good. It must be just right.
It must be just right.
Just right. The problem is we have too much microbiome, and whether we label them as good or bad, it's still too much.
Mm.
And that's the craziness.
So if you have any questions, now's a good time to put them in the chat. Hashtag KMT for Kiltz Mighty Tribe hat. And let's see, February 7th is the Tampa meetup. Those are my three announcements.
When's the Tampa meetup?
February 7th.
All right. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Another perfect day in God's universe. Let's see. We got Paula Clark here. We got Luis Villalobos, Amy. Good morning. Good afternoon. We've got Michael, United Carnivore, Selly, Tampa Bay. Hopefully, we're going to get Mitch over also. Okay, Carnivore. We're going to work on that.
Mitch is coming to the meetup. He's one of the speakers. Mitch, Diane Ladd, Dr. Kiltz, Dr. Nelson, Dr. Ovadia.
I wonder if Rick can come. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we can get a van to bring our people from the East Coast of Florida over.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Maybe, right? Let's see, Arkansas, Edmond, Canada. Let's see. Oh, I guess we could give away our new magazines to send people, a copy of the 2 Kiltz Health Digests and a carnivore, Kiltz's Keto Carnivore Guide.
We could do that. We'll give them hard copies.
A lot of things we could do. Yeah. Morning from Texas, Rick Perez. Let's see, Pittsburgh, Cheryl Camp. Michael Smith, how's it going? London, Ontario. Josephine, my fingers crossed for Buffalo Ant. What? All right. Let's see. Good morning from Florida, Sandy, Blythe. Let's see, McDaniel, and we got we're the guests today, right?
Yeah, we're the guests today. I don't know what happens to the guests.
I'm just going right down the list. I'm going right down the list.
Nice.
Okay, for Josephine. So I'm just touching everyone in the list. All right. Yeah. Good. What we got? Talahoma. All right. I was on with Jenny Minich last night. It was a ton of fun.
Awesome.
And she gave away a new book.
Yay.
Great. Good morning, everyone from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Isabel Goyer. Awesome. Larry Ryan, Bacon Runner. Good morning. Let's see. No, you're on time today, right? And we got KMT, put hashtag KMT in. Steve Rogers, how you doing? Good day in God's paradise. I don't know. If I hit one at a time, probably they're going to keep on coming no matter what, right?
Yeah, they are.
Virginia. Yeah. I've got snow in upstate New York. I'm probably going to be here for a little longer. I got to go. I'm coming back tonight. So I'm working on my new title, A Liver-Centric Hypothesis of Modern Metabolic Disease, Chronic plant protein feeding, meal frequency, and loss of fat-based survival metabolism. I'll get it out to you. We're going to send it to everyone. And I'll send it, Dr. Nelson is my editor. And the best editing he does is the trash can.
He's the editor in chief.
Yeah, but I'm on this mission. I'm not giving it up. There's no way that glucose is direct mitochondrial energy. Makes no sense. The more I say it, I'm going to get some followers. I'm going to get some people that like, Kiltz, maybe you're right. I know you're crazy, Papa. Let's see. Awesome. And but I'm keep on playing with. I'm loving. You've been using ChatGPT and AI for a while. I've just picked up on it. Oh, by the way, I've been up since 1:30 in the morning.
Oh gosh, you're full of energy.
I am full of energy today, but I'm gonna have a few hours of rest on the airplane, but with my co-pilot Mike.
Yeah.
I got up at about 3:30.
Good. How many other people here are finding themselves waking up earlier and earlier as they're getting younger and younger?
It's a great question.
And now, I've been off coffee now for 2 days. I haven't eaten in 3 days. I'm not going to eat today. I'm going to eat tomorrow, so it'll be 4 days. And I feel great. I'm off coffee again. It's really craziness in all of this. Is coffee, is carnivore mean you must be explicitly meat, salt, and water, Dr. Nelson?
No, definitely not. I think additional plants and fruits are kind of an extra thing.
Right.
Your main meal definitely got to be meat.
I was talking to Jenny yesterday, and everyone should get her book, which I have here somewhere. I'll find it. Is that basically the majority, like 70, 80%? Thank you, doctor. And though, and I've got the book by. We got to get Jason. Let's get Jason on one of our morning.
Okay.
I think it'd be fantastic to get on. And I don't, here it is. Complete Carnivore. One of the best books, great recipes, simplicity in all rounds. And it's all amazingly simple, beautiful, tasty. And we got to put these in our some of these and Courtney's stuff, and maybe Maria's in our quarterly Kiltz Health Digest. That'll be really good.
Great. We'll do that for the next one.
So what are people's holiday questions around carnivore?
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about that with Jenny about eat before you go, bring a plate of something you can eat and share it with everyone else. Be willing to say no, thank you. And I say, claim your carnivoreness. Don't be afraid to claim. And because the more we share the word, the message, we're going to design a new Kiltz Health Ambassador pin, which would be kind of fun and cool. Find something out there to share that we all are here to be ambassadors for a new way of living. And when's your next fast, Dr. Nelson?
So Saturday I started doing some alternate day fasting. And so yesterday I had one very fatty rib, and I was full just with one. And then later I went to a celebration of life to a Seventh-day Adventist church where they had beef, chicken, and turkey.
Oh, that's a pleasant surprise.
but they're not. Yeah. So not everyone as a Seventh-day Adventist is a vegetarian.
Most are not.
Most are not.
Yeah.
And what is it about the Seventh-day Adventist Church? Who started it?
Was
I think it
started
was
in the
Edith
mid 1800s with the temperance movement that sprung a few different denominations and religions.
And I think also the Kellogg's, one or both of the brothers were involved in that. And
Not at the beginning, but
then it became
early
very-
1900s they developed, what is now complete empire.
Right, but they were big in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and because the Seventh-day Adventist Church owns a large grain and cereal companies that promote the same diet, and part of their philosophy came from the Kellogg's guys, and I think also Graham Cracker guy was also involved in a similar movement, which is basically it prevents masturbation, as they say. But it's what's gotten us sicker and sicker and sicker. And I think that Jenny Minch is going to try to be in Tampa also. What do we have going on in Chicago?
So that's in July 25th. You're going to be doing the Midwestern Reproductive Conference. So I stuck a meetup in there right before the day before that starts. And so Jenny's going to be there. Chris Cookie Nashville and his wife are going to be there. They're going to also perform. You're going to be there. Dr. Nelson's going to be there. Maybe I'll be there. I mean, I'm from Chicago. I should be there. And I'm seeing who else is going to be there. Maybe Dr. Hampton, because he's just on the south side. So we'll see.
Yes, make sure we invite Dr. Hampton to this. And yeah. I think Jenny mentioned something about Dave Feldman going to be in Chicago somewhere doing some sort of a work, a fundraiser. And so I think, and making sure we got to talk, and maybe Dr. Nelson, have you done an interview with Dave Feldman?
He was in one of our Zoom calls a few weeks ago.
Oh, he was.
Oh,
he's great.
Yeah.
He's great. And there's a meeting coming up in March I think it's the weekend after my birthday. And he's got a meeting in Vegas. And
the Citizens Science Foundation.
Scientists. Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it might be something to look
at. After.
Although
you're going to go?
I don't know yet. Maybe.
I'm noting it on the calendar.
Very interesting. Share. We're really the citizen scientist movement is really one of the most powerful things, because that's what this whole movement is. We're doing the science, and we're reformatting something very different. We're taking control of our healthcare, and we can own our labs. You can own your charts. We should make a simple own your chart, your medical records, right? And that eventually can be utilized if you have it, so you could have it right on your devices and share it wherever you go. If you have a true medical emergency, or the doctor needs something more from your past history, but we make it so complicated. And it should be much simpler. We should make it that everyone has control of their healthcare, but not the industry, insurance companies, pharmaceutical companies, or the government. Although we kind of are the government, aren't we?
Dr. Kiltz, I hear you clearly, but kind of far.
Oh,
feels like you're far.
Let me see what speaker I've got on here.
If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I see there's a couple of questions there.
So we did a fun little Zoom call last night in the community, and we were going over, one thing we were going over is how to do your own little meetups. And we had this idea, like if you live near a community center, like Karen McMath, where she lives, she has a free center that she could use on the weekends. She lives near you, Dr. Nelson. And I had the idea, like, you guys could do like potlucks. if you want to do like a meetup, find a place, get people together and do a potluck. So that reduces the price of the meetup. Everybody contributes.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
about, I think, an hour and a half from me.
Yeah. I hear an echo. I don't know if it's me.
How is this any better?
Hello.
Can
Yes.
you hear me, Ollie? Okay.
Yeah, I hear some sort
Can
of
everyone
feedback.
hear me? Okay. Dr. Nelson says I'm a little
Far from the microphone.
well. It's my. I don't. This guy isn't working over there. So
Okay.
and
All right,
it's a good day. It's a good day to make yourself the very best food and fertilizer, but don't be used yet. Right? Ultimately, we're just food and fertilizer. So I'm revamping the microbiome story. That's my next one. And it's kind of like, I don't think we need them, but on a plant-based diet, they probably have some benefit, but on a meat-based diet, they're not needed. But they're there because they're everywhere. That's how we make yogurt and likely, how we make sourdough bread too. The microbes are always there. You don't have to do very much. That's why, it's sort of the how many people die of flus every year, of all these viruses every year? Or large numbers, like 15 million people a year died of all these infections, and most of them are in the air, right? So is anything sterile that nature creates?
Not really.
No.
I think we have a good story here.
Oh, wow.
Can you read that, Alia?
Yeah. Had knee fixed yesterday and medial and lateral meniscus. You're having me read all these meniscus. I'm not surprised. I have minimal pain and swelling. Dr. Kiltz, do you remember that I was on crutches when you saw me?
I do. You're better now, right?
A lot better. You're saying minimal pain.
My video uploaded by the morning and is out dazed and confused. Meanwhile, my blood sugar was lowering, explaining what's Amy saying. Oh, explaining why type 1 diabetes go low. Video uploaded by the morning is out dazed and confused from pharmacologic insulin and not consuming food. That could be a dangerous thing. Is that right, Dr. Nelson?
Certainly for type 1 diabetics.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, there she is, Karen.
Yeah. All right. Up early every day. Again, we're getting now. Maybe we should go to 7 o'clock next. And
yeah.
And then it invites the next group, right? Sort of that we go further west. We maybe wake more people up early, right?
I'm okay with 7 a.m. Eastern. That's a great idea. I would love that starting January 1st.
Well, we're moving on it.
We're getting closer to like the rest of the planet being awake. Okay.
Take the next question, please.
Okay, yeah, I was just reading this one. All right, here we go. What are you guys making for Christmas? I was thinking brisket and country ham. Oh, that sounds great.
I don't make anything. I eat it. It's already made. God made it. It's called a ribeye steak. And it usually is just consumed, either raw, black, or blue. So it's already made. I just show it the fire, and then eat it up.
What about you, Dr. Nelson?
I got a lot of ribeye in the freezer. I think I have over 100 pounds of Wagyu beef to choose from. Those ribs I had yesterday were Wagyu beef.
Oh, nice. I I'm making a turkey. I have to. My kids already asked for it. So there you go. They're getting turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey like deep fried in tallow.
It's gonna be like there's like buckets of butter on top of it while it's cooking. It's
Yeah, I
delicious
guess
turkey.
deep fried in ghee is a good way to do it.
Yeah, wrapped in bacon.
Yes.
Deep fried wrapped in bacon.
So I'm working on my new daily journal, and I'm having fun with all this stuff. But I've got to learn a little bit more. But today's quote by Hafiz, Hafiz, Hafiz. Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, "You owe me." And affirming today, I receive light freely and share it naturally. And a little spiritual reading that I wrote. Light returns without effort or demand. It does not ask permission to rise, nor does it accuse the darkness of staying too long. In the same way, love enters your life freely when you allow it. Notice the places where warmth already exists, small kindnesses, quiet mercies, unexpected grace. Receive them fully and let the light move through you into the world. Today's readings.
Thank you.
Yes,
I love that. That's beautiful and true.
Every day is a shiny new day. And Dr. Nelson, do you take naps?
Sometimes.
I like to get like 1 to 3 naps a day. That's probably why I'm waking up at 1:30 in the morning. Maybe take less naps, go to bed later, sleep longer. I don't know. Keto cookout last night. Discuss a recent experience success with microdosing GLPs. So that's a good one, Dr. Nelson. So is GLPs, are they good for us?
I mean, we have a lot of medications that are to help people, and a lot of medications also have a lot of side effects. On the right person, the GLPs might be helpful, but it is not a solution if we have this craze now going on, and a lot of people losing a lot of weight, but they haven't changed what they are eating. As soon as they stop those GLPs, everything is going to come. Well, I hope it doesn't for many, but it's going to come right back.
Are people on those drugs losing muscle?
Well, that's what the studies are saying, that they lose a lot more muscle. When we lose weight, we can lose both fat and muscle, but it seems the people using the GLP-1s may lose more muscle than they want, unless you're trying to do some muscle building exercises.
Keep doing the muscle building exercises because you're likely losing the intramuscular fat that looks like you're losing mass, but I think you're just losing the muscle, the intramuscular fat. That's probably the biggest problem. But one of the big things is do push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, get-ups, and have some. I keep some light weights nearby. And that's always good to do. But ultimately, our body weight is usually enough to keep our body strong. There's a lot of metric. So basically, even if you're just pushing to a wall, all right, and holding that, and this is why a lot of standing stuff, and put a weight pack on. That's a good way also to get some good strength.
Okay.
More meetups, more parties, right?
Yes.
First, to cure her stress, hypoglycemia, and control her weight. You know, are we winning the war on controlling weight, by the way, in this world?
No.
And ultimately, you know, it's not pathologic to get fat. It's physiologic. The pathology is we're just eating the wrong diet for humanity. You know, the hunter-gatherers that didn't have flour delivered to them or sugars delivered to them that they have today, what's their, you know, did they stay fat if they got fat? Do we have any comments, Dr. Nelson?
Yeah, we do.
I was just thinking, I wonder how much weight variance people thousands of years ago had throughout their lives.
And yeah. And I'm sitting here trying to get my daughter to put some weight on. She just eats so much food.
Well, why do we try?
But if you're feeding her the right food,
it's basically ketogenic.
Yeah, don't worry much about the scale if she's healthy.
She's so healthy. But this is a great question. Why do some seemingly healthy? Oh, go ahead.
Well, we're so used to people being heavier,
right?
When we see people skinnier, but if they're eating a proper human diet, even if they're skinny, they got the muscles. I mean, you know, we're just so used to seeing a more fed. But there are people that no matter what they eat, they're skinnier. But they're walking, they're moving, they're working, they're reproducing, they're doing all the normal things.
Yeah, it's true.
We come with a code that starts us, right? Our
Nelson code, the Kiltz code.
And some people are skinnier than others, and I've always been one of the bigger cousins. I had a couple that were bigger than me, but I also had a cousin who was so skinny and he could eat everyone under the table, and he never gained weight.
Yes, we went to a rodizio. I swear she ate more than everybody.
Well,
who was that?
Brianna.
Oh, okay.
The 7-year-old.
So, you know.
Yeah. Well, younger has higher metabolism in general because of reproductive preparation and growth But, you know, it is a mystery. We don't, you know, it's obviously how do you measure everything you eat, drink, and everything that comes out your body, right? And then how do you measure the content of that? Is it, you know, and can we do it in weight? I mean, we exhale a lot of carbon dioxide. It has weight to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, do some people have a higher metabolic rate? Do they have more mitochondria constantly burning all the acetyl-CoA that's just sitting in the cytoplasm from the fatty acids?
It's true. I guess, does this answer all Americans' question? Why do some people seemingly healthy, ordinarily people who eat high carbs not get obese even in old age?
Well, that's absolutely correct, because we don't know why, but it is the truth. We're all different in all those things. But what diet is the diet that we're going to live longer? Well, if you live a long time, it was the one you ate.
Yeah.
Those that seem to be obesogenic, it's actually because they have a more efficient metabolism.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh, I mean, they have a more, their gut's probably not as damaged and their liver's not as damaged, because it's the lymphatics that collect the fat and the liver that converts amino acids and sugars via insulin to fat. And the reason we know that, because a severely cirrhotic person is skinny and can't make fat, and they're sick. And so they would make fat in all of their cells in the adipocytes if in fact, glucose could be converted in your fat cells to fat. It can't.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we accommodate to others' diets in our homes, but find some don't accommodate us. We have no problem bringing meat, but I feel like some are carnivore prejudice. Oh, because she was saying that.
Take nothing personal.
Yeah.
Take nothing personal. You can't change anyone else. Be you. Accept and love everyone. Go and enjoy your vegan, vegetarian friends. It's politics, religions, and food. We're all chastising or uplifting. But
so for the holidays, if you're visiting anyone, first of all, you probably have to make up your mind what you're gonna do, right? Beforehand. Right. And bring what you're gonna eat if you have to.
And be nice, be loving, be kind. That's what the holiday Christianity is all about.
Yes.
It's about love and kindness.
By the way, those in Florida, today's the last day for the New York strip roast for $7.99 a pound.
At
where? Publix. $7.99 a pound. New York strips usually are very close to ribeye price.
What is a GLP?
Glucagon-like peptide, and they are normal hormones that we have in our body. So this batch of GLPs that are in the market they're trying to mimicking the hormones that we do have.
So it's like hormone replacement, essentially?
You
could think about a little bit.
Oh, I'm just having GLP replacement. That's a good one. I like that, Alia.
Yeah.
I just think I'm deficient on GLP-1s, and I have to get my GLP-1s every day. Well, it's coming out in a pill soon, right?
Oh, wow.
It's been available in a pill for years. Because semaglutide, which is Ozempic, comes also in a pill by another name, Rybelsus.
But it's still expensive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Expensive.
But can we get it cheaper in Mexico or Canada?
Very likely.
Are there long-term adverse effects or short-term adverse effects to any of these medications?
With all of them. So some people may need testosterone replacement. Some people may need thyroid replacement. Those hormones, when you use them, even for replacement, they could still have side effects.
Well, I mean, life is full of side effects, isn't it?
Certainly.
Life is dangerous, as they say. Right? We're all on our way to fertilizer.
Well, what's the alternative if you're not alive?
Yep. But there are people listening to us today that are not alive today.
Huh? Because they're
listening to
they're
us
a zombie.
in the future.
Oh.
But we'll call it today because when they're listening, it will be today.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Papa Carnivore, they're not running the ribeyes at $7.99. They're running the New York strip roast.
So we should ask everyone here, who would they like to have on our morning live or Carnivore Conversations for 26? We have to start thinking about who we want to start putting up this. Everyone's invited to be on one of our live or interviews. I think it's really important that we're all being the citizen experimentation. And so we want to experiment on you. We're recruiting those that want to be experiment on in the Kiltz Mighty Tribe, and carnivore diet versus keto diets.
All of that.
And a little taste of our complete craziness.
Hello, DC.
DC, awesome.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Kwanzaa, all those other things.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Oh, I'm trying to answer the question.
Oh, sorry. Okay, slap my hand.
Bride's biscuit. Anyone notice orthorexia is being floated recently as an obsession with proper eating, cutting out an increasing number of food groups, all sugar, all carbs, etc., and eating narrow groups of food? That's funny.
Well, we are sick. This is not normal activities.
That's what works for many people.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a sickness, but I think it's a great label so that more psychiatric medications could be pushed.
Well, there's going to be, what's the pill for a carnivore?
The ribeye. Oh, yeah. Kiltz Health organ meats.
And
I have to take them in the morning. The organ blend, I have to take it in the morning, because if I take it at night, it doesn't let me sleep. It gives me too much energy.
Let's see. There was another thing here. Rick would like to know if anyone else is having duck, which is more of a holiday food, or iguana for the holidays. That's funny. Let's see. Okay. Loved breakfast cereal, but I haven't eaten for 2 years. General Mills, Quaker, and Kellogg's no longer get my money. There you go.
They got my money, my mother's money, and my misery for years. And I mean, ultimately, we're eating cardboard, kind of, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to add a bunch of sugar and milk on top of it to make it taste good, or honey. You're pouring on the honey.
Yeah, so deviled eggs, sausage, stuffed mushrooms, and string beans with smoked ham hocks. Yeah, it's. I think, again, small amounts of the plant stuff, well cooked, add fatty meat, you're okay. And eat less frequently.
There you go. Why do they stop taking the GLP-1s? Nausea, I guess just people in general.
Well, Dr. Nelson, what are those most common side effects?
It's gastrointestinal side effects, nausea, vomiting are included. Basically, the GLP-1s, one of the main things that they do is they slow down your peristalsis, your digestive speed, if you would. So it delays emptying from the stomach, and some people will develop nausea when their GI system is not going through the digestion steps like it should. So it's a very common, probably the most common side effect. Nausea, not as common vomiting, but some people do have vomiting. And it can slow the system so much that it can cause gastroparesis or gastroparesis. Excuse my accent. One of the two is the English version. The other one is the Spanish version.
Okay. Lewis says it has the side effect of the wallet.
Yeah.
Of the wallet?
Yeah, like putting a hole in it. Putting a hole in your wallet.
I mean, again, it's sort of human beings have the natural ability lose weight or gain weight. It depends on the season and the lifestyle and the nature. And, our biggest problem is over access of food. It's sort of get rid of all the extra stuff and, go to Publix and get some cheap meat and eggs. And those that want to lose weight, get rid of the butter and cheeses and milk products. Those carry a lot more calories or energy that could be stored as fat. And most people are getting fat on eating plants. The fat's made somewhere. My bet it's made only in the liver via insulin.
Let's see. Larry, Coach Juliet asks Larry, Larry asked, what experiment are you trying to do on us?
Yes, the life is experimentation. That's what it's all about. We're all here as the scientists, and the question is why some people get one disease and other people don't. Is that do our DNA? And I don't know if you know that there's a big push to measure everyone's DNA, and then they're also doing they're looking for all these polygenic disorders, which are they polygenic or are they environmental? And how much more money is going to, again, it's the cost of healthcare is just continuously rising. It's not slowing down, is it? Every year, every day. That's part of our problems.
Michael Smith says he bought Ozempic and St. Martin for 50% less than in Canada.
How much?
50% less. And is it supposed to say St. Martin or Saint Martin? I think. Is that an island? Like a Caribbean
I think
island?
he meant Saint Martin, and that's somewhere in the Caribbean, I think.
Let's see. I'm asking AI.
Let's see. Are the costs of medications in America going to drop, or are they going to stay high?
I hope they drop.
Well, how much more? What would you put on that? But what's the best way to get medication prices to drop?
Not use them.
Go carnivore. And then you won't.
I should say not have to use them.
Yes.
So some people may need to use medications but not have to use them.
Well, obviously, are we sort of, like drug abuse or alcohol abuse, where there and the same thing with weight loss, right? We're going for a drug over the hard work of going Atkins, paleo, keto, carnivore, and again, whether it's plant-based or animal-based, doing the work which requires which is commitment and community and getting to the gym every day. But changing your mindset and changing what you eat is so critically important. But how many diet books are out there? How many diets are out there? And the dissections of the drugs forever. What are the odds that the new GLP-1 is going to solve everyone's problem? But they're probably good stocks to buy if you're looking for an investment.
Or investment advice, right?
Well, because cosmetics, I would say that our problem. Most people are looking for cosmetic cures, and they will take the drugs, dissections, and the crazy diets that haven't worked, and the odds that they're going to suddenly work is pretty unlikely. It's a good one. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine. and ultimately the philosophy of humanity, right? Ordinary people. Oh, we already got that, didn't we?
Yeah, I got a couple more in here.
My list.
Crazy Chicky, is it true that a new GLP is coming out in 2026?
Probably, right?
Very likely there's a GLP that was supposed to come out, I think, at the end of this year, and I guess it didn't. That's gonna have a sort of a triple action.
I see more and more people are eating a proper human diet, loving and being kind more, buying and wearing silver and gold more, and I don't know what that anisotropic jewels. Anyone else knows that? I don't know what anisotropic jewels are.
Let me
Alia,
working on it.
AI Alia.
Let's see what it says. While I'm figuring that out, anisotropic jewels are gemstones whose optical properties change depending on the direction of light that passes through them.
And life is not seen through glass clear window; it's seen through a prism.
That's true.
Not a prison. True. You might see life through a prison or a prism. Your choice. But it sparkles and it bends light and changes light, which changes life also.
Nice. Let's do this one. What is the best way to order a burger in a restaurant? I really sent the kitchen at Cheddar's into the weeds yesterday. They had no idea how to fix it.
That's where you go. Number one, you can't just go anywhere, but it's simple. Olive burger on the grill with butter, or you might be okay with olive oil, or just nothing.
Some restaurants, by the way, may have the option of ordering the beef patties by themselves, and sometimes the waiter doesn't know it because it's not asked frequently. I had that experience more than a year ago at Cheesecake Factory. So the waiter had to go and ask, oh yeah, we they did have an item in their menu specifically for just beef patties.
All right, let's see. Bill Cook asked, does butter release GLP-1 naturally?
Well, it's sort of interesting. We're looking for this science, and ultimately, fat. Let's see. Fat to me is the true food and fuel for the human body. And when you eat it, your body says, okay, I'm fine. But when you're eating a plant-based diet, your body says, okay, wait a minute. It must be harvest season, must be the fall, must be time to get fat. Let me eat a lot more. But when you eat the fat of the land in the spring, then you're fine.
Have you ever done more than let's say 3 days of eating only fat, Dr. Kiltz?
Oh, I've never that's my next plan, by the way. Okay. It's not a bad one. And do my continuous glucose monitor. That'd be kind of fun. Do a fast, and do the fat only with that, which because I have a lot of fat because I dry age the fat. I need the fat dry age too. Just the fat. That's my next experiment.
I was just doing some research about the origins of weight loss medications, and it started in the late 1800s. That's, I guess, when we started wanting to lose weight. And doctors were prescribing thyroid medication to speed metabolism, but it was causing dangerous side effects, including heart failure. And if you look at that and you Google it, every single medication that has come out that it lists here had gigantic safety concerns just to try to take the fat off your body. So I'm just bringing that up. We don't know what's going to happen in the future with all these medications.
Well, are humans going to change?
No. No.
I mean, my bet is men and women were always looking for something to make them more beautiful and more reproductive forever. Nothing new we're doing today. It's just our different mechanisms to whether it's injecting something or cutting something out or something like that.
Yeah.
Who would you like to be on in 25? Who do we have the rest of the week? Who do we have tomorrow and Friday?
Tomorrow and Friday.
This is a
Considering
good
that
one.
they got my emails, tomorrow we have a girl. We have Christeva Darling, and she is one of our coaches, and she is very excited to come on. And then Friday we have Melissa B.
Awesome.
Yeah.
103. My girl was 104. She was not terribly overweight, a little bit, but according to what we say. But again, we're making a modern vision of that. But
Right.
I would say that obesity doesn't cause disease, not one bit. And visceral fat is not the cause of disease either. It's like high blood pressure. It's not the cause of the disease. It's the sign of inflammation that something else is likely the cause of your problems. And by eliminating your visceral fat, it means you're going in the right direction and losing a lot of that fat that's an indication of inflammation.
Here, Dr. Kiltz, here's probably one last question. Tony, the nutrition guy, how would you explain hepatogenous diabetes to a patient?
Well, so hepatogenous diabetes is inflammation and damage to the liver, which elevates your glucose and insulin levels. Now, I think insulin resistance is actually a form of hepatitis diabetes, and I think type 2 diabetes is all liver. Type 1 is pancreas, type 2 is liver. And essentially, as the liver function drops, it's the rate at the conversion of the sugars and proteins to fat is slowed down. So now your insulin and amino acids rise, and so does your insulin. And you're making fat still very well until enough of the liver has been damaged that it can't make enough fat to keep up with your metabolism. And since fat is the only fuel for the human body, you're getting skinnier. So truly, cirrhotics that are sick enough or have enough liver damage are going to be emaciated, sarcopenic. But most people with the liver, the insulin resistance, as we call it, still have a form of what I call hepatogenous diabetes. So simple. As the liver function drops, glucose levels rise and insulin rises in order to convert the sugars in the liver to fat. Well, I guess if you're truly a fast means you're not eating food, calories. It's not a fast technically, but we have play with this. Bone broth fast and sardine fast. I do steak fasts every day. Steak and sardine fasting. I'm off my grass and grains. I'm done with them.
That's great.
In order to be healthy, Dr. Nelson, is it required to check your blood work every 6 months, year, or go to your primary care doctor?
In order to be healthy, no.
Could you be
However,
healthy?
some people who are not healthy or not feeling well might want to check things out. But yes.
I remember, I think my grandmother and my brother just
you don't have to do it to be healthy.
Right. So we just like to go visit the doctor. We like to have something to do. And visiting the doctor is a relationship, right? And we're recognizing that relationship has been skewed because they used to be your family doc. How you doing? What's going on? You looking healthy? Have you been to church lately? I saw you here and there. But now it's like, who are you? And here's a pill. And that's why I love the coaching courses we're talking about. We're here to want to build relationships with people, create, who do I want to be my coach for life in a sense, because we're all working together. That's where we can change things. And if you want to get some blood draw, we can help you with that too. But we want to first work on non-medication approaches first. That's the best way to do it.
You should always
get the body doing what's supposed to do it.
CGMs in the U.S., CGMs, the actual, the device, I don't know what I paid for it. Actually, I don't know. Insurance is covered. Yep.
So over the counter, you can find Stelo, right? And this costs $90 for a month. And the Lingo, which is the other mate, there are several out there, by the way, but the most popular ones probably are Lingo and Stelo, the over the counters. And the Lingo you can find for just maybe $85 a month or so.
And the measuring part of it, I think, is good for people who are like looking like, am I damaged? Is my hemoglobin A1C elevated? Are my sugars elevated too much too long? Because the plant sugars are the biggest culprit. Meat and fatty meat has less sugars, but they do have sugars in it, by the way, but far less than in the plants. Plus, the plants ferment. They contain poisons and antigens, which are not good for us. Dr. Nelson, is fiber important for us?
Well, Dr. Boss says it's good for farting.
Yeah. And you're right. Again, it's I don't think you need to be in ketosis. I don't think you need to have, because ketones are the only fuel, essentially, for the mitochondria anyway. And ketones are made in the liver and circulate everywhere. And a very low density lipoprotein is made in the liver, and it contains all the molecules that every cell of your body needs to be healthy, including the minerals and vitamins.
Giveaway.
Oh, it's time. Oh, shoot.
Giveaway and getaway.
We're doing the hashtag KMT. Today we are giving away both the digest and a Kiltz's Keto is Carnivore book. Hard copy shipped to you.
Yeah. And we appreciate everyone being here. And again, we gotta put a link in if you'd like to be on the blog, the morning show.
Yeah.
And maybe I gotta bring some more Kiltz Cups and get some Kiltz Cups for people. All right, I gotta run, everyone.
Goodbye, Dr. Kiltz.
All right, bye.
Not
everyone.
another carnivore channel. Congratulations. Please email me, alia@drkiltz.com, and with your address, and we'll get that shipped to you. Bye, Dr. Kiltz. All right, everybody. It's been a pleasure.
Have a great day.
Have a great day. See you later. What day is it? What day are we on? We're on Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
You have for everyone on
coaching
the coaching
class.
3 p.m. call.
Yes.
All right.